Hi everybody, in this video I would like to discuss with you about the CRISIL rating for the mutual funds. CRISIL rating. What is CRISIL rating? Before we discussing about the rating of by the CRISIL, let us see what is CRISIL. Just like the CIBIL score for assessing the individual's credit worthiness, usually the CIBIL score is using by the financial institutions, especially by the banks, for granting the loans to the individuals. So like that, the CRISIL does the same for the mutual fund companies. That means as CIBIL rate the individuals, the CRISIL rate the mutual funds companies. CRISIL is an internationally renowned rating agency. First, let us see what is CRISIL. What is CRISIL? What is the full form of CRISIL? Credit Rating Information Service of India Limited. That is CRISIL. It is a globally accepted organization or agency. CRISIL is a global credit rating agency for the financial institutions and financial instruments. That is why they are rating the mutual funds. The Credit Rating Information Service of India Limited offers myriad of financial services. This rating shows how likely a particular mutual fund is going to deliver the return on time and within the policy framework. That means this rating will gives to the investor a good picture or good idea about the mutual fund and how much is the return and how much it is safe. They enjoy great acknowledgement among the investors, intermediaries and fund house for the mutual fund analysis and rating. That means most of the individuals take their decisions on the basis of the CRISIL rating, because if the rating is good, then the investors think that or assume that the fund or the mutual fund is comfortable and will give good return and it is safe. And what are the major parameters to rate the mutual fund? This is very important. This is the parameters on which the CRISIL is rating the mutual fund. Let us see one by one. First one is talking about the superior return score. Let us see what is superior return score. It denotes the fund's return and risk in comparison with other similar portfolios. That means they will compare this mutual fund with a similar type of mutual funds. For example, you cannot compare the large cap fund with the mid cap. Or in simple way, you can compare apple with apple. You can't compare the apple with the orange. Okay. So here the CRISIL will compare this type of mutual fund, large cap mutual fund with the large cap, and then never compare the large cap with the mid cap. That is what is mentioning in the superior return score. And next one is about the portfolio concentration analysis. What is this? Concentration here means the risk faced due to over diversification. For example, one investor invests in too many funds to diversify the portfolio. You might end up having similar stocks which defects the purpose. And next one is about the mean return volatility. CRISIL considers only mean return and volatility for the equity funds, short-term funds, short-term debt fund, and credit opportunities fund. Mean return is the average daily return based on the NAV. It is very important. Listen it once again. Mean return is the average daily returns based on the NAV, while volatility is the degree of fluctuations in the return. And next one is about the quality of assets. Asset quality calculate the possibility of default by the debt security issued to the owner, the timely debt repayment, etc. And next one is about the exposure to the sensitive sector. That for the debt fund, CRISIL takes industry risk into account and gives the fund an industry risk score. That means CRISIL will consider that particular debt from which industry it is. This score analysis analyzes the effect of different variables on industry and the debt repayment capacity of the organizations in given time horizon. What is the repayment capacity, what is the credit rating and all. And next is about the liquidity analysis. What is liquidity analysis? It assesses the ease with which a fund house can liquidate the portfolio. The lower the score, the more liquid the fund is. For instance, liquidity analysis of equity fund is based on the number of days it takes to liquidate the portfolio. Number of days it takes to liquidate the portfolio. The last one is about the tracking error. What is it? Index funds use this parameter to estimate how much a fund's performance can fluctuate regarding the index and its tracks index that it tracks. A lower tracking error is a positive indicator. These are the major parameters to rate the mutual funds. And next, how CRISIL ranks mutual fund. While most ranking models use either return or NAV, that means net asset value, for the purpose, CRISIL mutual fund rating evaluates the both NAV and portfolio based attributes. Portfolio based attributes is one of the important element while we consider the risk and return of the mutual fund. This presents a single point analysis of mutual funds by considering the quality of asset, risk adjusted returns, liquidity, asset concentration, etc. The rating agency assign, that means after calculating or after going through each and every parameters, the CRISIL will rate all the mutual funds in different ranks, that means 1 to 5. They will assign either 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 like that. The rating agency assigns ranks or star rating to mutual funds on the scale of 1 to 5. For instance, CRISIL fund rank indicates that excellent performance. That means those mutual funds which have CRISIL rating 1, which means they have excellent performance. That means past performance was very excellent. And first top 10 mutual funds we can consider just for a calculation or an idea. First top 10 maybe belongs to the rank 1. Next that means up to 20 may be considered as rank 2, like that. Next one, CRISIL rating from 1 star to 5 star. CRISIL rating are based on different time frames, namely 3 years, 5 years or 10 years. Combination of these timelines give a rating measure of risk adjusted performance of the fund. After calculating the rating, the agency sets stars to these funds as per their respective percentiles. How much is their performance? On the basis of their performance, the CRISIL will give them or assign the stars. While the top 10 percentage fund will get 5-star rating, others will get 4-star rating, 3-star rating, like that up to 1-star rating. The rating is composite measure of both return and risk. Both return and risk, because this is the main element associated with the mutual fund. Why people use the mutual fund? It is only to get the return. Okay, so the return is very important. And why all the people are not investing in mutual fund? It is only because of the risk. So risk and returns both must be the factor for the study. So this CRISIL will study about these two factors and give the correct idea about the mutual fund's risk and return to the investors. So it will help the investor to figure out the ability of the fund to deliver its return. Next, CRISIL rating. What it means to the investors, what it gives to the investor. CRISIL rating is highly reliable, that is, you can trust. If you seek and elaborate and all through the rating practice, because they check very variable possibilities, and this is why many fund houses use CRISIL ranking as one of their USB, unique selling point. If they have 5-star, then they will show that in their advertisement, because those people who are watching their advertisement will understand that yes, this company has got, or this fund has got 5-star rating as per the CRISIL, which means we can trust. However, this rating will not point towards the fund with more return potential. Rating alone cannot be considered as a performance indicator. Rating is based on different parameters, but it doesn't mean that if you invest in the fund which have good rating, it doesn't mean that it will give you a lot of income. Okay, that means rating is there, but it doesn't mean that you will get the good income. But as per the past record, CRISIL is giving a rating like that. Okay, no wonder many seasoned investors as well as first timers choose to check the rating and ranks before selecting the mutual fund, because many people are depending on the CRISIL rating when they are going for investing. Thank you.